Welcome to Easy A Homeschool Academy.
Predator and prey in the fall. Today, we're going to explore something fascinating in the natural world: predator and prey relationships in the fall. A predator is an animal that hunts and eats other animals. Prey are the animals that are hunted. This may sound a little scary, but it is actually one of the most important ways nature stays in balance. Without predators, some animals would become too numerous and run out of food. Without prey, predators would not survive. In the fall, predators and prey are especially active. Animals are preparing for winter, searching for food, and finding safe places to live. This means we can often observe predator-prey interactions more clearly during this season. A quick look at food chains. Before we look at examples, let's remember how food chains work. A food chain begins with plants, which make their own food using sunlight. Herbivores, or plant-eating animals, are the first link in the chain. Carnivores, or meat-eating animals, are the next link because they eat the herbivores. Predators and prey are part of these food chains. For example, acorns fall off oak trees in the fall. A mouse eats the acorn. An owl eats the mouse. That is a simple food chain. When we connect many food chains together, we get a food web, which shows how everything in an ecosystem is linked. Owls and mice. One of the classic predator-prey relationships in the fall is between owls and mice. Owls are predators. They are birds of prey that rely on excellent night vision and nearly silent flight to catch food. Fall is an important hunting season for owls because longer nights give them more hunting time. Their prey often includes small mammals such as mice. Mice, on the other hand, are prey animals. They spend fall gathering seeds and grains to survive the winter. But while they are busy collecting food, they must always be careful. If a mouse makes too much noise or moves into the open, an owl can swoop down silently from above. This relationship keeps both populations balanced. If there are too many mice, owls have plenty to eat, and their numbers may grow. If owl numbers rise, they reduce the mouse population, keeping it in check. Foxes and rabbits. Foxes are another well-known predator, especially active in the fall. Their sharp hearing allows them to hear prey moving under leaves or even underground. Foxes are clever hunters that can pounce with surprising speed. Rabbits are a common prey animal for foxes. They survive by relying on their strong back legs to sprint away quickly and their brown-gray fur to blend in with fallen leaves. In the fall, this camouflage works very well against the browns and golds of the season. This predator-prey relationship shows how animals adapt to survive. The fox's adaptation is keen senses and agility. The rabbit's adaptation is speed and camouflage. Both are using their skills to live another day. Spiders and insects. Not all predators are large. Some of the most successful predators in fall are spiders. Spiders weave their webs to catch insects. In the fall, many spider species are full-grown, so their webs are larger and easier for us to see. When a fly or mosquito gets stuck in the sticky threads, the spider quickly wraps it up and feeds on it. Insects are the prey in this relationship. While it may seem unpleasant for the insect, this balance is vital. Without spiders, insect populations would grow out of control. Without insects, spiders would not have food to survive. Hawks and squirrels. High in the sky, hawks circle open fields during fall. Hawks are predators with sharp eyesight that can spot movement from hundreds of feet above the ground. Their prey often includes squirrels. In the fall, squirrels are busy gathering and burying acorns to prepare for winter. While on the ground searching for nuts, they are vulnerable. If a hawk swoops down, the squirrel must sprint for the nearest tree and scramble to safety. This predator-prey relationship shows the balance between sharp vision and speed. The hawk relies on sight from above, while the squirrel depends on alertness and agility to escape. Coyotes and deer. Coyotes are powerful predators found in many parts of North America. In the fall, they often hunt for deer. While adult deer are large and strong, young or sick deer may become prey for a pack of coyotes. Deer are prey animals that rely on excellent hearing and strong legs for running. They often live in herds for extra protection. If a predator appears, the entire herd may flee together. This makes it harder for coyotes to focus on just one target. This relationship may seem harsh, but it plays a role in keeping deer populations healthy. Coyotes usually target weaker deer, which helps the stronger animals survive and reproduce. Predator and prey everywhere. Predator and prey relationships happen in every ecosystem. In forests, you may see foxes and owls hunting. In fields, hawks soar above rabbits and squirrels. In our backyard, you may see spiders catching insects. Even in water, predator-prey relationships exist. Frogs catch insects, fish eat frogs, and bigger fish or birds eat the smaller fish. Why predator and prey relationships matter. Predator and prey interactions keep ecosystems balanced. If prey animals were left unchecked, they might eat too many plants and run out of food. If predators were too few, prey populations could explode. This balance is part of what scientists call the circle of life. Every creature, big or small, plays a role. Even animals that may seem scary, like coyotes or spiders, have an important job in keeping nature healthy. Each side has its own adaptations, and each depends on the other to keep the ecosystem working.
As always, thank you for watching. Tell us what you want to see next. Email ezahomeschoolacademy@yahoo.com. Like and share our videos. Please subscribe to our channel.